December 27th, Tuesday. It's 3:19 p.m. We just got off the train in Porto. We're about to head to our Airbnb, right? Yeah, Miss Uber Everywhere wants to Uber. We're gonna do that. I would have been fine on the train or the bus. She's not listening. Anywho, that's what we have going on. So we arrived at our Airbnb in Porto. As you can see, it's in a bustling part of the city. So it was actually quite close to downtown, definitely within walking distance. So as you can see, this Airbnb was really swanky. And Anel and I were traveling as a pair. So when we walked in, I said, wow, this is a lot of room for just two people. But I mean, when you're on vacation and you want a nice experience and you want something luxurious, you know, treat yourself, make it happen. So as you can see, there was an upstairs to the Airbnb as well as a downstairs. We were figuring out the light switches as we went on. The only thing I would say about the downstairs is that the Wi-Fi did not work well down here because this ended up being the room that I was staying in, but it was fine because I just used it as like my own personal getaway. I don't need to be connected to everyone. I can just be by myself. So the Airbnb was really, really nice, really, really clean. It had way more room than we needed. It cost 140 euros a night. So I would say for what the Airbnb looked like and the size, that's actually quite affordable. We only stayed for 2 nights. And you can see the master bedroom, like fireplace. Hello. The cleaning fee for the Airbnb was 20 euros and the taxes and fees were 8. So for me and Anel, we spent 308 euros and we split that in half. So it was worth it though. I mean, look at where we stayed. This was way more than I had imagined, and even that hidden half bathroom. So I had a good time. We had a good time. It was worth the money, and yeah. So that is the tour of the Airbnb. As you see, it looks super dope in here. So I'm going to take the bedroom downstairs, and Anela's going to take the bedroom upstairs. So yeah, I'm about to charge my phone, use the bathroom, change my clothes. But as you see, it's really nice in here. So very pleased with our decision to go with this Airbnb, and it's right in the center of the city. So we're about to do some city exploration, get a snack, go to the mall. But yeah, it looks really nice. So we are here at a local cafe to get a little sandwich, a little snack. I'll show you what we're doing before we go to the mall, because we're gonna go to the mall. Obviously got some water, hydration. But yeah, the people here seem really nice. They're helping us despite us not knowing virtually any Portuguese. So yeah. I got an American sandwich, classic, and this is a hot dog. Cool, thank you. I don't need mayonnaise. I do. Oh, okay. So after, it's not even lunch. It was early dinner. When did we eat? Like 5? I don't know. Regardless, it's 5:32 right now. We've arrived at the mall, so we're gonna go looking around. I'll show you what it looks like. This is already like a Marshall's, honey. They got stuff everywhere, but we in here. Hello. It is 8:57, so we are literally about to put on our shoes, take some pictures real quick, and head out to dinner. After the mall, literally all we did was walk back to the Airbnb and take a nap, and we had to shower and get ready. I'm still laying my edges. Yeah, so we're gonna take some pictures and then head to dinner. Our dinner reservation's at 9:30. We're gonna order Uber. It should take us 18 minutes to get there, so I gotta go. We have arrived, and early, might I say. It's 9:23. But isn't this area so cute? Cutes. The restaurant was really swanky. As you can see, the ambiance was definitely giving grown people night out. So I really enjoyed the look of the restaurant. I would compare it to a Brazilian steakhouse. I had planned to show this footage unedited until I heard Usher playing in the background. So they had the tunes, but unfortunately, I have to voice this part over. So we started off with some white wine because Anel is not a fan of red. I know, white wine at a steakhouse, but hey, live life, enjoy. I got the lamb chops and she got the steak, and we got some sides, macaroni, potatoes gratin, and a broccoli puree over there. And I got my lamb cooked medium rare because medium rare is the only way you should eat anything, and it was bomb. So yeah. Hello, good morning. Quick intro today. Today is December 28th. It is literally 9:09 a.m. To be honest with you, we probably got in from being out last night at like 5:30 a.m. So I'm running on an hour and a half of sleep. Anel's running on an hour and a half of sleep. And we're about to do a full day vineyard tour with 3 different vineyards, I believe, that we're visiting. So I have a water bottle I took to Excedrin. I'm dressed, I'm ready, you know. We did what we could do in the time that was given. It's supposed to rain today, so I have my umbrella, but that's pretty much all I can think of right now. I'm alive, we made it. Barely, but we made it. So yeah, it's literally 9:10 now, so. Hello, good morning. It is 10:49 a.m. I actually have no idea where we are. I think the drive, at least from Porto to where we are currently, was like an hour and a half, I think. We are on our way to the first winery, but we just made a stop. Everybody use the bathroom, get a little breakfast snack, get some water, things of that nature. So yeah, I was asleep the whole time, basically, in the van thing. So that's pretty much all I have for right now, but wherever we are is very picturesque, so. Officially made it to the first stop on the wine tour. So yeah, we are at Quinta da Rueda. Obviously probably not pronouncing that the best, but I'm trying. So we are waiting for a few minutes outside with this lovely view of all of the vineyards. And then we will start our tour shortly. So stop 1 of 3 on the wine tour today. Lots of wine to try. So I'm excited. I'm becoming more alive.
In the case of these stopping tanks that you see in front of you, these stopping tanks are a little bit smaller than the real stopping tanks. The real ones occupy the same space as these 3 combined and can have up to 20 people working on them at a time. So generally our workers work every day in all days of the harvest, or all day of the harvest in our fields. They work for periods of 3 hours in the morning, 3 to 4 hours in the afternoon, and afterwards they will come here, they will clean themselves, clean their feet, and hop inside of the tanks to start stomping some grapes with their bare feet. So firstly, for the procedure, we form 2 lines of workers on opposite sides of the tanks, and for a period of 2 hours that starts the procedure, that period is called the period of marching. and during that period only one person is able to give off the rhythm of the march. He is called the timoneiro, and it is deeply disrespectful to speak while the timoneiro is giving off the rhythm of the march. And the rhythm roughly goes like this: 1, 2, left, right. And they keep this rhythm for 2 hours, where they go to the middle of the tanks, then they go back, they go to the sides, to the middle of the tanks, and then they go back. After this period has ended, it then starts a new 2-hour period that is called the period of liberty. This is definitely the best period for the workers, as they can do whatever they really want inside of the tanks. They can sing, they can dance, they can drink, they can really enjoy themselves inside of the tanks, as long as they keep marching for the whole period inside of the tanks. So it is a 4 hours of total marching to give us off the lovely must that will then be our port wine. So firstly, the must stays fermentating for 3 days inside of the tanks. Regular table wines go a little bit further, they go for 6, 7, 8 days, and we do this in half of the time because we want to retain at least 50% of the sugar that the process started. So a bottle of port wine can range between 80 to 100 grams of natural sugar per bottle of port wine. It's a port wine that has different vinification methods than the ones I've explained you at the winery, as these ones are vinified with stainless steel machinery, so they are pressed with stainless steel machines, and they are also stored inside of stainless steel tanks. This keeps the port wine a little bit more lighter and a little bit more fresher and younger in terms of flavor, and it confers it a really nice quality for the port wine to be used as a refreshment or aperitif type of beverage. Citric flavor, and is really well used if you go for it in a cocktail. A really sweet cocktail that we have here in Portugal.
Okay, so we're trying the rosé.
A little bit of difference in terms of
cheers.
When I looked at their tonic, but like, I don't like him. It looks more red to every time I imagine it, they're gross. But I think if
they are more amber colored. If you
it's not as sweet as I thought it would be. It's not sweet, but it's given.
See that they are more.
I mean, it's sweet, but it's not as sweet. Like I feel like I've had sweeter ports.
with this like seltzer water.
Well, this is a rosé. This is the rosé, yeah. I like it though.
It reminds me of cranberry juice. Cranberry juice, but without the cranberry. You know what I mean?
There it is. Okay, so now we're on to the ruby.
Like red. 19.5 and
It's probably, I mean, but ports are sweeter than normal red wine.
Yeah, okay.
For example, the 10 years or the reserve. Okay.
They got a little bite. Got a little bite.
That one ain't new.
They got a little bite.
Better than diabetic shock.
It kind of tastes like Robitussin.
So that one ain't. This one ain't new. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
but I like the rosé.
It is what it is. So we've been climbing up the mountain. It is 1:07. We've been climbing up the mountain, but I'm gonna show you all what we're looking at because it is literally so gorgeous right now. I'm amazed. Like, okay.
He's like, don't look down.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see it? Get into it. It's cute. It's a little chilly up here, but it's cute. It looks way better in person. I don't even know if the camera did it justice. And this camera was not cheap. So, keep that in mind. When we arrived at the second winery, we saw that it was basically a family estate. So we got to tour the estate, and this is where we ended up having lunch and trying a bit of their wines while at lunch. It was here where I realized that there was no memory basically left on my camera. So the footage here is very minimal. I'm very sorry, but I recorded what I could. So we tried some whites, some reds, we had salad. That was my tuna pasta, I believe, and Anel had the steak. So that's all I could record. Okay, we've left the previous winery. We're here at our third stop. I have been trying to delete stuff off of my memory card, but I only have so much memory left. Literally like 2 minutes left, so the rest of this may not be on my camera, it may be on my phone, but I'm trying my best.
The date of this house is 1602. And then in the middle, you have the family crest. And the castle and the lions means that they belong to the monarchy of the date. The goat was the name of the family. In Portuguese is Cabral. And the other design is the waves of the ocean because of the Portuguese discovery.
We have to guess the wine.
Is this Riesling? I feel like all this is tastes like Riesling.
Let's look at the legs.
No, I mean,
Legs are thin. Let's taste. It tastes very familiar, but it's definitely something I've tried before. I will say that. So the wine is a Moscato. It is just much less sweet than any Moscato I have tried. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying my best because I ran out of memory on my camera. So. The thing that was slightly different about the third and final winery of the day that we visited is they also had olive oil. They also were producers of their own olive oil. So as well as trying 3 or 4 of their wines, we also got to try some of the olive oil that they make as well. So we got some wine and a little snack, and we got to tour the whole facility. So I really enjoyed the whole day overall. I'm sorry because my camera is running out of memory. I'm going to try to get a new memory card. So we're filming back on my phone like we used to do back in the day, but we just finished the wine tour. So we had 3 different tours today. This is the third winery. I hope you can hear me. But it's been great. So I'm going to head back to Porto now. If I look tired, that is exactly how I feel. I had a really good time today on the wine tour. I'm just exhausted. We did not get no sleep last night. And then we went outside and, drank wine all day. Girl, it's 8:54 right now. Me and Nell are about to leave and go to dinner at some place she found. I've been asleep. So she found this place. She did all the work. I did nothing. I was asleep. She said it's Brazilian, so we'll see when we get there. I'm down. Doesn't matter to me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. But yeah, back on the phone for now. So sorry. I was so tired, and I honestly wasn't really hungry, but I did like the Brazilian restaurant that Anel found. So I got feijoada, which is basically refried beans with fried garlic and bacon on the side. Hello and good morning. It's super early. It's 4:47. We're about to leave the Airbnb to catch the train. We have a train that leaves a little after 5:30 to Faro from Porto, which is where we are now. We're going to Faro, Portugal. It is about a 5.5, 6-hour journey on the train. So we're about to head out. Anel opted for a first class ticket. I did not. So you will be getting the regular experience out of me. I am going to try my best to, when I'm in Faro, to find a store so I can get another SD card so that I can be back on my camera. But until now, this is what we got. So see you later. Train station. You can see me in my reflection. It is 5:10 a.m. so we got about 20 minutes to wait, and then we're going to get on the train. So yep, very uneventful. I want to say from the B&B that was like maybe a 12-minute drive. So yeah. Here we are, I've officially boarded the train. It's 5:25. We leave, I guess, in 7 minutes. As you see, it looks different from the train we took from Lisbon to Porto. This one is a lot nicer and larger and cleaner. So that's nice. So yeah, it's early, but we made it. I have been asleep. I will be going back to sleep. That little bit I just showed you was Lisbon. So it took us about 2.5, I'm looking at the clock, maybe 2.5, 2 hours and 45 minutes to get to Lisbon. So this is the same train station we used when we got to Lisbon. So this is it for Porto. And I will see y'all in Faro.